Greetings, YouTube. This is a pacemaker. To be specific, it is a Chardak Great Batch pacemaker from Medtronic USA. And you're probably asking, why am I showing this as part of my art collection? Well, this piece of ephemera, kitsch, tchotchke, I don't know what you want to call it, is something I find to be aesthetically attractive. Not to mention, truly and utterly bizarre, because this is a real-life pacemaker. This is a salesman's model, and it says here on the back, a display model not for human use. But it is the exact model that was produced by Medtronic and sold. So this is the pacemaker proper, and then this is the lead that would be placed into the heart. And this is the little metal contacts. Get a little contact here and one here, which would go about regulating the heartbeat. Now what's interesting is this particular model is the first commercial pacemaker ever sold. And so you may be asking, why do I have one in my hand? Obviously it's old, and it is old. It's from the 70s. I don't remember the actual year this was first produced. I have researched it in the past, but I can't give you an exact date. And there's some product codes right there. What we got? 0R00967 and 5842. Now these cylinders you're looking at, those are the batteries. Those 5 cylinders are the batteries that fueled the pacemaker. Then all the circuits are right here. And, there's no circuit boards in here. This is all resistors and transducers and stuff all in there. And this is where I believe the information was programmed in, if you call that a program, because I don't think there's actually a chip in there anywhere. This is all really old school work in here. Pacemakers are far smaller. Now my mother has a pacemaker / defibrillator built into her heart, not built into her, but in her chest, and it keeps her going. But this one fascinated me, and you're probably asking, where did I get it? And I did a video one time about the weirdest thing I ever purchased at a yard sale. And that's where I got this, at a yard sale. It was being sold by someone who was had been a nurse. I believe she was retired. And she was selling it for $0.25. And I looked at it, I picked it up, and I kind of recognized what it was. I mean, I'm looking at it going like, what is this? And she says, it's a pacemaker. I said, how much do you want for it? She said, $0.25. So I paid the nice lady $0.25. I think I also bought a wooden platter from her the same day, which my wife then turned into a clock and gave to her boss, which I believe is still at the coffee shop she worked at. But this has been put into my collection, and in fact it sits on my shelf, where if in my videos you'll see my blood pressure cuff on the shelf next to me, and this is on the same shelf, the one that has my little lights I turn on occasionally, and they blink in the background, usually on my role-playing or lighter toned videos. But this is something that fascinated me. I thought it was just too cool. It was something that I could not pass up in purchasing, particularly for $0.25, and adding to my collection of weirdness, because I have a fairly large collection of weirdness, and this is one of those things. And this may just be one of the crowns of my collection of weirdness. So, I ask the viewers of this video, what is your weirdest thing? What is the item that you consider to be interesting or aesthetically pleasing or just fascinate you because it is such a weird thing? I'd be interested to see if anyone can top a pacemaker. So I'm open to the challenge. I'm throwing the gauntlet down. Can anyone pick it up? Can anyone beat owning their very own pacemaker and holding it in their hands and not having it in their chest?